Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the greatest referee on the planet. The sexiest referee in the world. The hottest wrestling commodity to come out of the great state of Alabama. And the one man that none of these hoes in Cornelia can have. Mike Posey. And his opponent.
Makes his way back up to the announce position. Right now we are privileged to see the greatest referee on the planet, the sexiest referee on earth, and the hottest wrestling commodity from the great state of Alabama, Mike Posey, taking on El Vegetal Hydro.
It's El Veterano Quattro. El Veterano Quattro. Taking on Mike Posey.
I think I had one of those at Taco Bell last week.
Oh, good grief. Taking on Mike Posey this week on Anarchy. Mike Posey, who is no stranger to the ring here at NWA Anarchy, at one time an official in this very building.
And he got smart. This man realized there's no money in being a referee. There's no honor in being an NWA official.
Excuse me?
There is none of that. The money, the honor, the women, the fancy cars, that comes from being a great wrestler. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Mike Posey is a great referee. I always loved Mike Posey whenever he had on the stripes.
You don't like anything in stripes.
I like Mike Posey in stripes. I always said that.
Right now, Mike Posey, no stranger to the ring here at Anarchy, as I was also going to point out. Not his first time here as a competitor. One half of the Official Express, NWA Alabama Tag Team Champions. He's held that coveted title. Now a singles campaign embarking here in Anarchy, taking on a decorated young lion, El Veterano Quattro, who has it set up. Nice gory bomb out of the native of San Luis Potosí, Mexico. In ring, acai moonsault cover hooks both legs and only a 2 count, says referee Dee Byers.
Well, you know, there's been a lot of great athletes out of St. Pepe La Peña, Mexico.
San Luis Potosí, Mexico. And actually, yes, there have been a few great athletes to come out of there.
Well, you know, Pepe Le Pew, Speedy Gonzalez.
I was thinking more like Mil Monstrous, but that's just me. And right now, El Veterano on the receiving end here. The shot to the knee as he goes for a high-flying maneuver, and now Mike Posey trying to ground the luchador of NWA Anarchy, going after that left leg. You take away one of those points of balance, and the luchador cannot fly.
Well, you know, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, you know, we've seen this Go ahead.
El Veterano Quattro.
That's what I said. We've seen him around here for a little bit. And yeah, he's been somewhat impressive. But he's in there with Mike Posey right now. Mike Posey, He knows the ins and outs of the ring. He knows how to take advantage of every single thing. He knows how to manipulate everything in that ring because he's been there as an official, and he's been able to get to the guy's head, to the wrestler's head, and that makes him the complete wrestler.
Right.
Dangerous.
Now a variation of the stretch muffler applied here by Mike Posey, using his own head as a point to try to dislocate the knee of El Veterano Quattro. Now using the middle rope, which is highly illegal in much the same fashion.
But he knows that he has it to the count of 5 to break it.
Well, indeed he does. Decorated official, decorated competitor now in the great sport of professional wrestling. And now, leg drags El Veterano Quattro straight out of the high rent district.
Well, you know, Greg Hunter, the good thing is here, if Vegetarian does end up hurting his knee and ends up getting a broken leg out of this, it won't hurt the family business at all. Because I heard their family's landscape business just got riding lawnmowers last week.
Continuing to work over the leg is Mike Posey. Trying to take a... Continuing to work over the leg of Anarchy's resident luchador. Still to come, folks, this week on Anarchy, the new wave in tag team action. They will be defending the Anarchy Tag Team Championship. And we have the son of Satan Azrael, who apparently drew the short straw among the rejects. He takes on the No Pain Train Iceberg, the first step on Iceberg's path of revenge, promised him by Jerry Palmer, the owner of Anarchy. He gets the rejects one at a time, and step 1 of 3 is Azrael.
And Greg Hunter, not to get too far ahead of ourselves here, in 7 days right here on NWA Anarchy, we've got a huge tag team main event as the NWA Elite of Chemo and the NWA National Champion Shatter with Jeff G. Bailey take on Michael Judas and Truett Fields. That here in 7 days.
Right now, leg breaker DDT by Mike Posey. Back to the toe hold. El Veterano, shoulders down.
I don't know if you caught that or not, but did you see Mike Posey in there directing Dee Byers when to count?
I think Dee Byers knows when to count.
Yeah, but he didn't learn a lot about from being around Mike Posey.
Mike Posey now. Another submission maneuver here. Half Boston Crab. Variation thereof. Now steps over into a traditional half crab. And El Veterano makes the ropes. And now Mike Posey breaks on the count of 4, and he's getting in Dee Byers' face. I think he needs to be more worried about El Veterano than he does an NWA official.
Well, you know, he's just trying to help Dee Byers alone. I mean, who knows better refereeing than Mike Posey?
Right now, Mike Posey should concentrate on better wrestling. La Magistral Cradle, 1, 2, and that'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, El Veterano Quattro.
Mike Posey paying more attention to the officiating of Dee Byers than to his opponent, El Veterano Quattro, and he pays for it.
And he used that El Salsa Bel Grande roll-up.
The La Magistral Cradle, and now Mike Posey calling Anarchy official Dee Byers back in the ring, complaining to Dee Byers. It's not going to do Mike Posey a whole lot of good. He lost fair and square in the middle of the ring. What's he complaining about?
Well, you know what? Number one, Dee Byers should consider this sitting underneath the learning tree with Mike Posey. Mike Posey is trying to make Dee Byers a better referee.
Oh, good grief.